Hi everybody, welcome to Open Source Tonight. Today I'm outside again, and today what I wanted to talk about is Linux. I know, what a surprise. The Open Source Tonight YouTube channel and the word Linux. Who would have thought? Anyway, today what I wanted to talk to you about a little bit was some of the networking tools that you can use in Linux. So we've got ping, traceroute, etc. There's several of them. I find ping is really great. A lot of you probably already have heard of ping if you're remotely into networking. If you type PING space and then an IP address or a domain of anything on the internet or your network, you can go ahead and see if it's answering. And some stuff will not respond to pings, but almost everything will. For example, my go-to way to test if I'm on the internet is to ping 8.8.8.8, which is Google's DNS server network. So if that doesn't reply, it's Google. Realistically, you're not on the internet because, I mean, when's Google going to go out? I mean, I guess it's possible, but realistically, odds are if Google doesn't answer you, it's not because of something on their network, it's probably yours, or at least your ISPs or, something probably other than Google's. So it's, a great tool to do that. And the nice thing is it will ping continuously in the Linux build of the command. So if you're putting that command in, you can just type in and let it, run away and just keep pinging over and over again. So you could do that to see if, say, something comes back online. Maybe you got a server that you're waiting for it to finish rebooting. I've used this before where I'll send a continuous ping to it every few seconds. And if it starts answering, then I'm like, okay, well, obviously it's back up and ready to log into, or at least it should be within a few seconds. Another really common command to be used is traceroute. So in your Linux system. And by the way, these commands work on non-Linux systems too. But the traceroute command, traceroute, all one word, you can do basically the same thing you would with a ping, except for it's going to show you the whole path that it takes to get you to the destination. So if you wanted to see how I'm getting to Google, if I was to talk to their DNS servers right now, then you could do traceroute 8.8.8.8, and then you would slowly see a little list, a tree, whatever you want to call it, of everything that you go through to get there, all the IP addresses. So it's pretty cool. And can be useful for troubleshooting. Maybe you've got a connection issue between you and a remote server or something you're working on. You could see where's the connection failing at, right? I find it's kind of useful for troubleshooting because I can see, is my modem having the issue? Is it the ISP? Am I ending in one of their IP addresses that's not my router or my modem's IP address? Where is it that I am having connectivity issues? And so it can be useful for that. You can also see if there's a lot of delay being added up somewhere, like latency. You can see where that's being generated at the worst during that traceroute because it also checks the latency 3 times. There's one more networking thing I want to talk about real quick while we're here, and that's IP. So the IP command, if you type IP and then space ADDR, it will give you all the IP addresses for all your network cards on your Linux system, both wireless connections and wired connections, and I believe VPN connections from what I understand as well if you have any of those running. So it can be a great thing to see, did I get my IP address from the DHCP, from my router or whatever. And there you go. Thanks for watching Open Source Tonight. I hope you found the video useful and informative. And until next time, goodbye everybody. And action.